What's up, everyone? This is another episode of NerdFellas, and this time we're going to talk about one of my favorite television shows, and probably one of yours, The Walking Dead. Now, this episode coming up is called Something to Fear, based on the comic book issue 100 that came out back in 2012, and it was one of the highest-selling comic books since 1997 back at that time, and it is going to be a very gruesome episode. If it has anything to do with what's happening with this comic book, which it is, this is going to be very ridiculous, very scary, and we're going to definitely lose somebody very important to Rick's group, so make sure you all prepare yourselves. In the original comic book, we had a few of the people from Alexandria trying to get to Hilltop, and they got caught halfway through when they were making a stop by the Saviors run by Negan. Now, they're surrounded by 50 men, including Negan, and the spread of the characters included Rick, Carl, Glenn, Sophia, Michonne, and Heath. Now, the only one that's not in this scenario is Sophia. Sophia is actually the daughter of Carol, who died in, I believe, Season 2. This time, all the character roster that's lined up is going to be made up of main characters. We know that they got Glenn, they have Michonne, and now they have Daryl, who has been shot, maybe fatally, mortally wounded. We don't know yet, and there's no way he can go out that way. But he may just lose his head this time around. The other ones that do get caught in the crossfire, Rick, Carl, they're definitely going to be part of this group, and maybe even Heath. So there's going to be a big lineup of people that will have to face Negan's weapon of choice, named Lucille, who he calls a vampire bat in the comic book. It is a bat wrapped in barbed wire. Now, this thing is very scary. We've seen hints of this and photos in some of the previous episodes where Glenn sees Polaroids posted all over the walls, people's heads smashed in. This is just a foreshadow of what's to come. Now, maybe there's a formula on the show where some of the people who are supposed to survive in the comic book have been killed off, and vice versa. Some characters have been created for the show, and they can die at any moment. We know Daryl's one of the most beloved characters, and he may lose his life, hopefully with some dignity, sacrificing himself since he's already wounded. We'll find out. But for some reason, I have my money on 2 or maybe 3 of the other characters. I'll give you my reasons. One, Michonne. Now, she has been hurt, but she has not been as wounded or sick or has faced anything major compared to any of the other characters. So this could just be her biting the bullet. She's very important now to Rick, and it's a little odd seeing them together, even though we know that it was bound to happen. And what better way to attack Rick's heart than to kill Michonne? That's just a thought. Another way to get to Rick is to kill Carl. Now, he does have 2 kids, so why not just kill one of them off? He already has a lost eye, so why not? Other option of choice, Rick himself. Andrew Lincoln has expressed interest in leaving the show just to spend more time with the family, because he spends more time on set than he does at home. So why not? Kill off Rick and just destroy the whole status quo. We don't know what's going to happen. The other option, of course, is Daryl. Daryl has he's done his fair share. He's transformed as a character from being bad to good, and he's done a lot of great things, and some things he feels regret for, and he feels that maybe he needs to pay his penance. Maybe he decides that he wants to step in for somebody. Maybe it plays out that Glenn is chosen, just like in the comic book. In the comic book, all Glenn does is he's chosen based on the game Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, because Negan is a psychotic son of a bitch. He basically points the bat at every single one and says, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, chooses Glenn, pulls him out, tells everyone else if they try anything, any of his 50 men will kill everybody. What choice do they have but to watch Glenn get killed? So, boom! Once on the head, cracks his skull in, eye popping out, brain damage, and no one can do a damn thing except hold their heads down and cry. Maggie's crying, she has an unborn child in her. Glenn is now brain damaged, and he screams Maggie's name just before Negan takes the rest of the bat to his head and turns it into mush. Very, very sad. And then he tells Rick that everything in Alexandria now belongs to the Saviors, and that is the introduction of Negan in the comic. Could be similar, could be different. This could be Glenn's third strike, just like one of my friends said. He basically said, look, Glenn got sick at prison, almost died, he survived. Then he fell down into a pit of zombies, and he survived. Strike 3. Maybe it's just time to kill off Glenn. Who knows? Maybe they might actually follow the comic book this time. So, everyone, cast your votes. Let's just choose one character each. If you could choose one character to kill off from all the main characters, and just, use your reasoning, maybe, just a fun bet. Who do you think's going to get killed? Let me know. And if one of you or a bunch of you get it right, we're going to go ahead and put you in a random drawing and get you a Walking Dead prize. Won't tell you what that is, but it'll be fun. We'll go ahead and send that out to you if you guess right who dies this weekend. If no one dies this weekend, that'd be very weird, but someone will die. It will be a main character, and it's going to be very sad. God forbid it's Maggie. God forbid it's Rick's daughter. We don't want any of that to happen because they said it's a very, very dark episode. So, my bet is that it is indeed Glenn, because it's time. Just follow the comic book and move on from there. Give Maggie a reason to fight on, give everyone a reason to fight. That's fine. And, it'll be still surprising because we don't know, hey, are they really going to do it? Are they not going to do it? Let's just say it's Glenn. But if you have a different choice in mind, comment below, put in your choice, subscribe to us first. You have to subscribe. And then you have to post a comment saying who you think it will be. Don't say, oh, I think it's Carl and or Michonne. No, just choose one. And if you get that one person correct, we'll put you in a poll and we'll do a random drawing and we'll give you and send you a prize. So that's it for NerdFellas. Tune in Sunday to The Walking Dead and let us know your thoughts right after.